Keep your eyes peeled. Lots of goods here. Wouldn't want them falling into the wrong hands.
Some ground on a horse like that.
What's the problem here? You know?
Ça devrait suffire. D'accord. This will put airs on your face, yes? Aha! Ça marche. Now we must be patient. Ah, bonjour! You've been away on some travels, yes?
Best traders in the West. All right, moving right along. Good to see you. I have to say, I've outdone myself in stew this time.
What's wrong?
We're well stocked for the time being.
Now it's on.
Sometime today would be nice. In your own time. I don't want to rush you, but...
All right, we are back live and nationwide. Okay, so we're going to dump that one in. I just don't know if it'll fit. If I look at the bottom and see how many goods are made. Let's see. That should help. Oh, I can't touch the towel by that. I can dump it again.
Stocks are looking good.
I think I can dump all that, and I think that...
Whoa,
Let's see how
what a
close it
beauty.
gets to the end. Oh, it still didn't fill it. That's good. I just didn't want to waste it. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see done here. Yeah, I'm just cruising along doing my dailies. Let's see, we've got one more egg to find that we have to look for. Let's get rid of the wagon. We don't need that. Vehicles are gone, gone. Okay. Come on, pony, let's go look for some eggs. Oops, right past you. Alright. So let's see where we can go to. You know. Just trying to think of where some of those eggs are at. Don't guess. Rule number 1, don't guess. Let's see. Alright, I think we'll look this up. See if we can't get there. I meant to grab my phone when I did that. We can go into here. So if you've never used it, there's the Gene Ropke collector's map. All right. There we go. There, I think we're right now. I think we've got it now. Alright, so we're going to look for egg. Alright, so... Alright, let's look down for the loon egg. Let's put that right in. From Braithwaite. Okay. That's where we'll go. There. Alright, close this up. To there. Get all the way back over there. And then we'll go find that egg. Where would you be now? Alright. Look back in here. I like going over to this little island. It's one of my favorite spots. So a fast travel, I think, to Rhodes. Then we're going to head over here. The loon eggs are here. I need 2, so that'll work perfect. Okay. And we needed to go to Rhodes. And camp's right close, so let's just do that. Rhodes it is. And I went, that's twice I've done that. That's crazy. Ouch, don't run over my foot. We don't need no stinking badges. Hey, Mr. Yoda. We're trying to get our level to 1,000, but we're coming up to, we're at 644. Hello. Oh, don't shoot at me. Get a grip. Good God, what kind of moron are you? Really? And it took you that bloody long to do it? Seriously. Let's help up a little bit here. Come after the frickin' moron if he wants to fight. I'm not interested. Let's just press charges. Because stupid is as stupid does, and I have no interest in having anything to do with people they're that stupid when you say hello and they decide to shoot you. Bye. Okay, so let's go see what this level, because he couldn't have been very high level because he was dying even when he was trying to kill me. Oh, he was on high level. My God, you would think the guy actually would have a clue. But instead he's killing people? Oh my God, how sick. Right? Like he's not a low level, and if all he can do is shoot people when they come along. And he didn't look at my level. He didn't do that until after he tried to shoot me, so I'm not giving him any credit for that at all. But we were going to head over 2 roads, and we didn't need to go there anyway, so excuse me. We will head to, let's go to, get back down there, you. We're not done yet. See, yeah, he's just killing everybody. Like, that's just the dumbest thing I ever saw. You get nothing for it. So what a waste of time. You know, like for me, when I didn't have anything to do, I just didn't play it. Like there's other games, but to come in purposely, like this is what I was saying about how there is something seriously wrong with people, because they aren't trying to get higher. They're just trying to make other people's games miserable. And that's so hard to understand. Like what goes on in a person's head that they have nothing better to do? I guess I'm saying. Oh well. Each to their own. So, Mr. Yoda, I hope you're having a good day over there. I've decided to stream now until... Oh, good. Oh, good. Someone killed him. He deserved it. I mean, I'm not going to fight with him, because to me, it's sort of like giving credibility to stupid. No way. No way, Jose. Got better stuff to do with my life. Like collect collectibles and stream and paint. And now he found someone who will play with them, so. Oh, nummy num. Oh, I bet the hockey is going to be interesting. You guys are bound to win a game eventually. Oh, let's feed this horse. There you go. Have something to eat. So we're going to head off to this little... Oh, she's still not finished feeding. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We're heading off to this island so we can get those little eggs. It's probably a better spot to do this at, so let's go to a fairly close spot. I think it's the pier. Oh, that was fun. Are you just going to sit there thrashing about? Oh, man, come on. Oh, so it's... I thought maybe you were going into the Blazers game. I wasn't sure if they were done or not yet. Okay, let's run to here. I think there's a pier here someplace, isn't there? All right, we can make it. We can do it. Yes, we can. Hey Lucas, how you doing? I'm laughing at people who want to fight. Like, I'm so not a PvP player. I could do Call to Arms. Those ones are... I can even do, like I did the Emeralds and those ones. Where is this? I gotta look and see where that is. I think it's over here still. But when it comes to just fighting with another player, I don't have any interest. I can't see for the life of me where the value is in it. Like, everybody's different, obviously, but for me, it just seems like they're still fighting. I'm just watching that, and I'm going, like, he just wanted, let's see what the other guy's level is. I've got to see that, too. So then we have a better idea of what levels can be. So Deadeye at 202 is beating the crap out of the guy, the ex-Deadeye illusion. So it might be a game, who knows, but either way. Like, see, I don't use Deadeye to fight. I'm not even interested in it. I like, what I love about Red M and stuff like that is that you get to train horses. You get to do some different things. All right, don't stomp on them. 'Cause I only need these last two to finish that off. So Lucas, do you play the PS4 as well? There we got our 5 bird eggs. I wonder if I should chase after any land crabs here, see if there's any, just because I'm here. It's a rabbit, not a land crab, but the loons. I know I got one already today, so I don't need it for the daily, but... So yeah, I'm going to keep playing because, let's see. My level now is 664. Oh, I didn't have a loon, so I did need that. I was playing on the PC earlier too, so it's so easy to get confused. All right. What are you? What are you? Are you a little land crab right there? No, you're a toad. See, they're still fighting there. Like, I couldn't be bothered to waste that much time. And it's not a complaint about how other people play. It's just, if you don't play for the way that suits you, you end up stressed. That's my experience. So if I'm not good at killing, then I just go away from the killers. And he's still in, like, he's not in, well, he would only be red if he was killing me, I guess. Alright, so let's see, we can make a run across here. And we get you guys, nope, just this, just you, poor little muskrat. So I'm thinking about your rec fest there, Mr. Yoda, and all right. Let's see. They're still going at it. That's nuts. Like, I couldn't waste my time. I mean, everybody's got their own idea of fun, right? All right, here we go. My day's been wonderful, very quiet. I've had my dog and the 2 cats check on me on a regular basis to see what kind of trouble they can get into. I have a German Shepherd, a Himalayan kitten named Puddin. My shepherd's name is Luna, and we have a ragdoll cross. He's such a crank, but his name is Sugar Bear, and he's the most cranky cat I've ever seen. Like, he'll bite you as soon as look at you, and then want to cuddle with you in a minute. Like, he's very confused, but we love him. We'll give him. He's a lifer here. Okay, what was I going to look for now? What else is on my dailies? How's your day been, Lucas? They're still fighting. Look at them. Fools. and only from my perspective, because I could get Capitale, but I don't really want it. What is in the moon chat? Oh, I gotta go and dance and play the band for 2 minutes each. So let's do that. That one's a fun one. I never did look to see. Where's that sitting at? So fast travel to the Moonshine Shack. Oops, back we go. Heated hamburger. Check this out, Mr. Yoda. Ow. I used to be a soccer ref, excuse me, as well as a coach when my son was in it many, many years ago. twisting an ankle is pretty... it hurts, but pretty common. Especially depends on where you're playing. Oh, my parlay ended with him. Oh, that's why, because I wasn't going to fight.
C'est parti.
All right, I was going to play with the band. No, they won't be doing anything to me here. Many years ago, yes, I'm quite an old lady now. I am 61 or 62. No, 61. I generally tend to think that I'm a year older because I tend to assume that I'm a year older, so I'm prepared. All right, so we're going to go do some dancing. How about you, Lucas? How old are you? You're playing soccer, so I'm guessing that you're not as old as me.
I hear no end to your kindnesses. You're just trying to impress us lowdowns, ain't you?
If you play it, ma'am. Whoops. She's going to play it for 2 minutes. All right, fine. I can spin her off the... Play with the bang.
Well, thank you. Time for a show.
18. Oh, you got a lot of life ahead of you, yeah.
Yep.
This is the best time to be able to
All right, fellers.
play when you're old or you're young, right? There's nothing in between. Everybody else has to work their butts off, even at 18. You probably work harder than most people because they always make the young people, especially young guys, do all the work, right? I don't always like that because I remember being that age. She just needs to get through this. This is by far the best game. I thought about PS4 GTA, and I haven't been able to get myself there. I have it, and I don't know how to make them into solo lobbies. So that's usually, even in here, I'm not in the solo lobby, but that's mostly because I'm streaming. But if I'm just doing it just to grind, I go in the solo lobby and get lots of, what do you call them, the missions from Harriet. No, you know what I think were the best years? Were the 70s. That's when we actually thought, we actually believed, because I can remember in high school, I can remember going and social studies, they had us do this thing where we were really becoming aware of polluting. So we were asked, you know, just, it was a social study more than anything, to go and when people would drop stuff, because surely people would just drop stuff right beside even a garbage can. And so we were tasked with walking up to them and saying, oh, excuse me, did you miss the garbage can? Did you want me to put it in there for you? Like just really make people aware that every time they don't put stuff in the garbage, someone else has to. Let's see. We had piano and now we have dance. Forgot about the dancing. Don't leave before you're done. So like in the 70s, we were aware of it and we thought, well, we're sort of, you know, we're telling people, I didn't read this stats. We were already sort of aware that there was pollution, but we were also thinking that we were paying and they were taking money from us, just like right now, this big grab in Canada for what they call,
Hope y'all like this one.
what do you call it? A tax, like any taxes that they have out there to do cleaning up. Truth of it is that we paid and we thought that we were paying money all the way along to have all these things done. So now when they come out with carbon taxes and stuff like that, I'm a bit pissed because we really thought that they were looking after us and they weren't. And government isn't looking after us. It doesn't matter which side you're looking at. So the 80s were good because it was still clean. At least in Canada, it was still clean. We were just starting. In the 70s, I can remember going to Montana and I can remember being charged for a glass of water and we said, oh my God, really? And then that was long before plastics and bottled water. Like, there was no such thing as bottled water. And now they give companies like Nestle full reign to go into a lake and just start pumping it for all the water that they want. Like, those were the 70s. We had good bands. We had, like, if you look at most of the bands and the good music that people are doing reviews on now, like looking back, people are saying, oh yeah, the 80s. People are mistaking the 70s had the Beatles, they had YouTube, they had Queen, they had, like, all the really good music is still 100% spot on today. If you go and look at it, like, watch the Queen, what's the one I'm thinking of? Like Bohemian Rhapsody, everybody knows, but stuff like that they don't realize is like Radio Gaga. They're still doing stuff off of Radio Gaga, you know? Like, I think that back then, AIDS hadn't happened yet. That's something to keep in mind, so that when we looked at the idea of people being gay, it was truly your choice. And then as soon as AIDS came along, they wanted to blame the gay people for AIDS. Well, that's not what caused it. It came from, if you believe correctly, it came from anywhere from monkeys in Africa to, and you got to ask yourself, like, it's not gay people that were having sex with monkeys, right? So what the heck? I'm not sure how it happened. Maybe somebody knows better can please tell me. But yeah, we didn't have AIDS yet. People weren't afraid if there were any differences, like different. There was nothing wrong with being different. It was just different. Whereas now everybody's dividing into camps more. The 80s, I found really the beginning of really, really horrible TV and mind-numbing dramas that made it completely acceptable to just be bloody stupid, right? Some of the stuff I saw people doing in these supposed sitcoms, like the 80s, and I mean the big hair. We had some big hair in the 70s, but it doesn't get to big hair until like 82, I don't think. Like even everybody had big hair. It's like perms, like you just don't hear anybody talk about perms. I think I needed some of this. Let's see if I do. Let's see. Or is it? No, it's Indian tobacco, that's right. Yeah, I'd have to say that I think the 70s were better than the 80s. The 60s were a really weird time because you had everybody who had anything from a crew. One of the things that I was really aware of in the 70s, when we were, like, I was in, school, high school, through the 70s, people were not as big a conformists as they are now. You could be wearing skinny jeans. You could wear big, I think we called them elephant pants at the time. Hey, Red X, how you doing? And you could have all kinds of, like, there was no, I do remember you, yes. I'm trying really hard now to get, I don't know how you've been doing for leveling up, but I'm at 664, and I'm trying really, really hard to get to 666, because then I'm going to do a marathon like through 666 just to get rid of the 666. Yeah, didn't we do a call to arms too together as well, Red X? I think we did. Maybe to the Christmas, because that's when my favorite time is to do the call to arms. Because I do the PC and the PS4, it's really hard unless I go and look on my friends list to see who's who. Yeah, I thought so. I always like it when somebody runs a posse that runs a good posse, and I'm pretty sure you did that, and so I came along. Yeah. But now I think that, the best years, it really depends on the person and what you're experiencing, right? like for me, the 80s weren't a great time because we had a recession through the 80s. I was pregnant through the 80s. I think I was pregnant for 10 years. Yeah, in fact, I was. From 83 to 93, I had 6 kids. So I don't fondly remember the 80s because I think I was on bed rest through a lot of that too, because I didn't, yeah. But I think I would take the 70s. To me, they were the last time that innocence really existed, political innocence, if you know what I mean. What was I doing here? There was something on here that I decided to come. Oh, I did my 2 there. I think that political innocence has disappeared. People are a lot more. I can't do any of these contests because I'm not in a posse. Yeah, oh, I can do the 3 medium, 7 medium. I can collect those out. Let's get some. No, not him. Let's see if we got any bunnies. No, we don't want you. Oh, what was that? That's made an opossum-y sort of a scream. No, it was a badger. What am I saying? So yeah, eventually I'm getting to level 1000. That's my hope. Oh, don't replace it. Dang nabbit, I did too. So it could take me a while. If it took me years to get. Okay, I guess we're riding away from this little dude. So we put him on there. And I'm going to donate these. I wonder if I could just. No, I'll donate them. Because there's a bunch of bunnies up in camp. I want my camp up in Roanoke Ridge. I can maybe move camp. Maybe we can get it there. Okay, we want camp in. It's already there. Where else can I get? Oh, Heartlands is good for getting lots of little critters too. Let's put camp in there and then just travel over there. Oh, my moonshine is done. Should we do that? That's always a good way to get killed. Alright, camp. There we go. No, I wanted to go to the Moonshine Shack, but that's okay. I wanted to see where I set camp up anyway. So I hope those Canucks. Is this the one that you were talking about with the Oilers and Canucks, or did they already play? True story. Canadians love their hockey so much that through the Olympics, I can't remember which one it was, somewhere in, I think maybe 2000 or 2001, something like that, whichever the Olympics, Winter Olympics, where I was working, helping to process a flight to go through, and I swear people would not come through and they wouldn't even do the last call. Yeehaw! So are you ready out to get out there? Do they give you like any kind of guaranteed jobs when you get out, or is it? I know with some colleges they get you started sort of with a program that gets you going, or were you already working? That's all right. We're going to do this delivery. This is always fun. I'm going to go into defensive mode. If they want to take me out, they're going to have to come after me with dynamite. And they do. So what degree did you get, Red X?
Simple comme bonjour.
All right, so we are
I
going to
have
deliver
some
this.
ideas.
Oops, to where? Ooh, hell. I mean, Hell Baker. So I saw something today that you'd laugh at. It was something along the lines of, if
Now,
history
we have a
is
batch
the
ready
best,
for shipment, okay?
I gotta think about it.
can
But
trust
it made me
you,
laugh
I
because
know.
it's like we
You
keep
are
thinking
not
that
like the rest,
because we can learn from
menteur,
history, that we would learn from
tricheur.
history,
But
and
when
yet
I
we
give a
don't.
batch to you,
And so
I
it's
know
a good
you
thing
will
they
guard
teach it to
with your
us.
life.
But the
You
idea
will
that
not
anybody
let a
learns
little
from it is
thing
just
like a
kind of
barrage
funny
of
because
bullets,
everybody
get
thinks
in
that
your
they're the
way,
exception
huh?
and they don't have to
But I
follow.
tell you, these are
Uh,
valuable customers.
You know
You
what
will
I'm
look
saying?
after every last jug.
But history
So,
is interesting.
they are yours. Allez-y.
I've been absolutely fascinated with archaeology, right, the last few years, I guess. And oh yeah, we were going to put ourselves in defense, so that wasn't too smart. Let's get that done. What I find interesting with history is that that are interested in it can see patterns from it. It doesn't mean that, people learn from the things that they see and what happens, but you certainly can see the patterns, and it's interesting to see how close we come to doing the same sorts of things over. Political history is fascinating to me as well, but I mean, I love things like, I love genetics, so when we study the sort of the history in the way of genetics, and you're going to get right in front of me, you creep.
Wish whiskey grew on trees.
Good luck on that, buddy. Yeah, history's interesting. I'm more fascinated right now with things like. Let's do this carefully as we come in here. I need to go up a little higher on you. There you go. These guys should be halfway across the bridge by now. Little buddy sitting over by the wagon there. Check him out. Yeah, I like the idea of, Mr. Yoda was talking the other day about how interesting it is that there were changes in the human, not anatomy, but the genome. And these changes are really worrying right now about the mRNA and what it could do, and if they mess with it, they could do damage. And I don't doubt that they can. But what's really interesting to me is that just stress can cause that too, right? Like if you have, what if stress is what's causing ADHD and autism, because those, what they call junk DNA, aren't junk DNA. What if stress is what's triggering them to cause autism, because autistic people don't think like regular people, so they think outside the box. Maybe when the world gets too stressed, it needs more autistic people, people who think outside the box, people who don't assume the status quo. And just that's just with the, with say autism or ADHD. What if the entire genome was designed so that when you're stressed, when you have anxiety or you can't breathe properly, say, collectively everybody's having trouble breathing. What if it made changes to our RNA made changes to ourselves even, but on top of that to the gestating babies. And that's why you find any woman who maybe had a stressful pregnancy, it could cause things like autism and ADHD to become more prevalent. Because maybe it's assumed that those genetics are better suited to handle to stress and change. I'm not going back there. Why am I running there? Let's go back to camp. So that's why I find history interesting. I find genetics interesting. I find quantum physics fascinating. And I guess quantum physics could make your job obsolete if they say that all time is happening simultaneously. It's not really history at that point, is it? Just trying to be funny, but you know, people always assume that the timeline is starting here and then moving. You know, the time moves. The time doesn't move. We do. So I love those sorts of things. Ooh, that's my dog. I can't shoot my dog. I thought it was a deer. How are we doing? I would love to, you know what we're not going to see since I'm not in solo lobbies anymore? I'm not seeing any maps, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so we're going to look in here. I love thinking about things like that. I just like, you know, that's probably my spectrum-y self. I was going to look at this. But the nice thing with history is that you can go further with it to teach. Oh, I didn't cook a camp yet? That's crazy. All right, let's do that. I thought I did. Okay, you didn't like that particular. There we go. A little bit of lag. All right. There was something I was going to do here. That's the old part of me. When I'm sitting there and then I just go like, what was I doing? I would really at least... That's got to be interesting too. So how much will things like the ancestry DNA and stuff like that, how much do you think it'll become part, like curriculum, because they're tracking so much of migration of different people through the DNA. So that would be really interesting. I love political science too. Yeah, it's always good for a disagreement, but I'm fascinated with political science. I can't even say that I have a particular party that I like, because when we were young and learning about political science, we were taught to ask, what does this leader have for his mandate? What is his political beliefs? And right now, when I look at all the political parties that exist right now, I don't see any. And any that used to have a specific area, like, you know, we used to say, I mean, conservatives, obviously conservative and liberal, they're more quick to spend money for programs. That was sort of how it broke down in my mind. Now I don't see it like that at all. I see, you know, people are getting into politics, I think, because they want to be, they want access to the nuclear fallout shelters. I'm half joking, but it really seems like there's no more. You could be like not knowing whether you're American or Canadian. Like, it just is so odd. Like, nobody fits anymore into what we used to call. You can't say this is what their beliefs are, this is what they're doing, because if it doesn't suit them, they'll switch. If it doesn't suit, I mean, they're actually supposed to be representation of a certain group of people, but as soon as the Electoral College came along, that wiped that out. So if anything happens in the United States that could improve their politics, I think that it would be the loss of the Electoral College and have genuine representation by population again, instead of, where am I heading to? I haven't a clue what I'm doing here. Let's go back to camp and see if we have to turn anything in. It's hard to ask the question. Oh, I do have it. Let's just take a quick look. Nope, 2 more to go.
Come on, I'm
2
a
more
busy
minutes
man.
and then I'll do that run. It also seems to me that historically there was way less stigma to a person changing their mind. Just checking. I used the last of those. I wonder if I need to make a trip to get my... Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for another. Because then I got to do my delivery later. It should probably take about 10 minutes, depending on what she's got available. Okay, there's a collectible here. I think. No. There's one way over there. Alright, come here, horse. There was a buzz here. I really thought it was something close here. So that's over there. Let's just collect this here first. There's my resupply at 98. Oh man, that's funny. How many alligators are going to try and eat me here? That's a heron egg. Oh, don't tell me I have too many. I've got to go to, what's her name? I have too many heron eggs. Who knew? Let me look and see, because I don't trust that. That was a heron egg, right? Let's go into here. How many heron eggs do we have? I do have 10. Well, where did we say? Oh, she's way down. Let's look at where she is. All right. Well, Lucas and Redek, I have to, and Mr. Yoda, I have to go and finish eating my burgers, so I am going to leave here, and I will be back on in a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We will end this. I can do it like this. Let's see if that'll do it.